Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm AllstarMax and you're watching MonsterTekkers, and today I'm joined with Eduardo.
Hello, Tekkers.
And today we're going to be talking a little bit about Guild Wars 2. So, Mr. Eduardo, why don't you just introduce yourself quickly?
Alright, well, my in-game name on the original Guild Wars is OriginalPlaya. I play a warrior mainly, don't hate on me. I've been playing for 79 months, 1,443 hours, 1,244 of which have been on my warrior. In regards to the Hall of Monuments, which goes towards Guild Wars 2, I'm currently at 26, but that will easily become 30 by the time Guild Wars 2 comes out. I am not obviously aiming for Guam. I don't have that much time. I am a uni student, and that's pretty much it for my introduction.
So as you can see, we're joined with a pretty experienced Guild Wars player. How long did you say you've been playing for now?
79 months, on and off.
Wow. So he pretty much he pretty much knows his stuff when it comes down to this whole Guild Wars business. So
yeah, bearing in mind I'm only 18 and I started this game when I was 12.
Yeah.
That was your lot. That was your lot.
Okay. So for those who haven't played Guild Wars or heard of it, how could you summarize it to someone like me?
Alright, well, basically, I think you would know, it's an MMO. What basically happens is you make a character on one of the campaigns. You are automatically linked, each character is linked to a guild if you already joined one. If not, you just join a guild. Usually it's in an alliance and you just do stuff together. You can like PvP as a guild, you can PvE, which is against the environment. So PvP is pretty much against other players competitively, whereas environment is you working with other players against the AI in the game to get rewards, etc. In Guild Wars there are 3 campaigns. You don't need all 3 of them to play, you just need the one, and there's also an expansion which you do need at least one of the campaigns to get the expansion.
So then what makes it stand out from any other MMO? I mean, what makes it different?
Well, I think for me the most important thing is the lower amount of grinding in comparison to other MMOs. Like, to get to the max level of 20, it's nowhere near as hard as it is to get to, I think, level 80 on World of Warcraft. So it's much more player friendly and more people can pick this game up and get to a decent level of it much quicker than you can on most other MMOs. Also, the fact that there's no monthly fee compared to other MMOs such as World of Warcraft again makes it much more accessible, and you feel happier playing the game. You feel less guilty that you're playing it. So yeah, that's another big factor for me.
So for a competitive gamer like myself, how would this easy leveling up system sort of cater for me? Because I think if it's easy to get to level 20, where's my incentive to sort of...
Well, basically, a competitive person like you who's used to your Gears of War, etc., like you're used to killing other people and watching them rage. That's where PvP comes in. Everyone can make PvP only characters which start off at level 20, and you can make unlimited armor and weapons in PvP areas for free. So obviously you can't take your PvP character into a PvE area, but it does enable you to like set up your builds and your skill set and just pretty much own other players if that's what you're into. And you've got at least 1, 2, 3 different ways you can do that. There's random arenas where you team up randomly with 3 other people. They're allocated to you by the AI, and you go against another 4 people who've been randomly allocated to each other. You fight out to the death. One of your members, JS, he's very fond of that random arenas thing. There's Heroes Ascent, where you organize a group with other people, so you've actually got that group and you know who you're playing with before you go into the battle. And that's 8v8, and that's very competitive and very elitist, so people like you would really enjoy that.
So then what can we expect from Guild Wars 2?
What you can expect from Guild Wars 2 is what the devs have been saying for the past year, and that's something revolutionary. They're changing the way MMOs work. They're bringing in this thing called dynamic events. So instead of you talking to an NPC and him giving you a mission, you doing that mission and it being the same every single time you do it. It changes according to like who's in the map at that time, how many people there are on that map. There's random things happening all the time for you to get involved, and then you get bonus points for doing them. There's a new thing called karma points as well, so if you help some people out, then you'll get points for that, and you can spend those points. And it just really changes how MMOs are working. Like, it's a much more interactive MMO than anything else that's been seen before.
And lastly, just to wrap up, why would you encourage anybody to play Guild Wars?
I'm gonna say because it's totally different to other MMOs. You can't really compare it. They are much more fun, much more group based. You can't need to like grind as much. It's not gonna be boring, and especially in Guild Wars 2, there's a thing called World v World v World. It's a mouthful, but basically just imagine thousands of players across 3 different servers beating the shit out of each other for 2 straight weeks. That is how insane it will be.
So guys, this has been AllstarMax for MonsterTekkers, and I've been joined with Eduardo, and thanks for helping me with that.
You're welcome. See you later, Tekkers.
See ya.